What is up, everyone? Carter here. As you can see, I am with the Reyes The Entrepreneur, and we have the pleasure to do an exclusive interview with Reyes. I know a lot of you on my channel have probably already seen some of Reyes' videos. You probably know what he does on YouTube, but a lot of you don't really know his backstory, and today I really want to open up Reyes' backstory and how he got started as an entrepreneur and how he's been able to grow his YouTube channel to almost 400,000 subscribers.
Oh, man.
So I'm super excited. And Reyes, once again, thank you so much. He came all the way down to Austin, Texas to create this interview. So what an absolute blessing. But let's go ahead and get it started, man. So Reyes, I know you've been in the entrepreneurship game for the past couple of years now. You've been doing YouTube for 4 years now. How exactly did you get started as an entrepreneur?
You know what, man? I could go all the way back to when I was little. Coming from a single-parent home, my mom used to work. I remember seeing her struggle with the bills, like a lot of single parents. And I remember I kept thinking, how can I make money? You know, how can I help my mom? Even though I never did anything with it, I feel like that planted a seed. Also, my mom, she used to go down to LA, buy big blankets, sell them during the winter, right. Cologne, perfumes. You know, I got my hustling from her. Okay. But then when I really wanted to do something myself was in high school. You know, look, I didn't have a lot of confidence. I didn't have someone pushing me, guiding me. So it took me a long time to figure what I really wanted to do. In high school, that's when I really tried my first attempt at a business, where I spent about $12 on chocolate bars at the local grocery store. And I tried doubling my money at school. After asking 2 people if they wanted to buy a candy and get rejected twice on the school bus to 3rd period, I ate all the candy myself. That's how bad it was.
Higher in supply.
Bro, I wasn't going to sell it. I was already done. After 2 rejections, done. But then, you know, after high school, I was going through college, regular job, and I'm like, let me try entrepreneurship again. And that's when I just started with shirts. And luckily, after the 4th time of trying to make a t-shirt business successful, finally was able to do it. That means I quit 3 times.
Ooh.
3 times, I sold the machine each and every single time. And then I went back into it. So at 18, I tried it, didn't work out. So I'm like, let me go to college, let me try a regular job. Then when I had some money from a regular job and I was done with college, I'm like, let me try t-shirts again. Of course, didn't go anywhere, you know. So I'm like, forget it. A year or 2 later, I'm like, maybe let me try shirts, but on eBay. So that's when I was selling decals. And that worked. But then I got banned after a year and a half because I was selling those NFL decals. I was undercutting everybody.
Those authentic claims.
I got in big trouble. But that was my 3rd failure. And the 4th time, I'm like, you know what? Let me do this as legitly as possible. But of course, I read a lot of books. That really helped. You know, I always needed that mentor, someone to guide me. I couldn't find anybody, so I went to books. Books made a huge difference.
Really?
Yeah, and the 4th time I tried t-shirts, I was able to make it into my full-time income 6 months later. And I did it for like a whole year, and then I jumped into YouTube.
That's awesome.
And that's it, man.
So I guess you could say that you've been hustling for a large portion of your life. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
So I know you've been hustling on YouTube as well, because I was checking out your channel. I see you have videos dated all the way back to 4 years ago.
Crazy.
And now you're at around 380,000 subscribers at the moment we're recording this. I'm sure by the time it's uploaded, you might have well over 400,000. Why exactly did you start YouTube, and how were you able to take it from 0 subscribers and to over 400,000 subscribers in the finance industry? Like, because that's a lot of subscribers, especially for the industry of, you know, making money online, teaching different ways to make money. How were you able to do that?
You know what, man? I really had to focus on the content that people wanted to watch, and also create a personality that people could relate to and have fun watching. Because one thing is, I don't want to just give out knowledge. I want to make it fun for people to learn and learn from my experiences. And I feel like that's what really makes me different from other people. But that's what makes me different. Everybody needs to find what makes them different. You don't got to be funny if you're not funny, but you just got to find your own personality. And you got to be relatable to your audience. Like, for example, my audience is mainly early 20s to mid 35s, single people who have kids, one job. That's my whole thing. I have a family. You know, I come from working dead-end jobs. So I relate to that audience. And that's it, man. Just be relatable. And, of course, consistency. Put out good quality content. And here's another thing. I'm not putting out content for the views, for the fame, for this and that, to be a YouTuber. I'm putting out content because I want to help people. And I feel the free 99 knowledge is the best way to help people. And that's what made me successful so far.
100%. I feel like just out of the generosity of just giving back, I mean, you're going to grow and people appreciate that. And everyone loves your personality as well. I mean, it's one of the best things about Reyes the Entrepreneur's YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So, Reyes, I mean, I've been following on YouTube for a while, and I know a lot of people know you, but I don't think they know how hard you've worked to be in the position that you're in.
Yeah.
And I've looked at some of your older YouTube videos that you've kept up on your channel. I actually do the same thing as well. Mine are super, super cringy.
Yeah,
but there was a point in time that you were homeless, living in your car, correct?
Yes,
and creating YouTube content.
Yes.
And I know there's a lot of people out there that, you know, they might not be in the best position financially or in their personal life. Is there any motivational words or any words of inspiration that you could give someone that's maybe in, you know, not the best situation in their life to, you know, keep pushing and to, you know, keep growing?
Yes. One quote that really sticks out to me is, the struggles are meant to make you stronger. They're tests to challenge yourself if you're going to do well or not. That's why we go through so many struggles. It's like a test. And you got to figure out how to ace those tests. Like me, you're talking about the first video I posted of me being homeless in my car. That was for me to challenge myself. But that wasn't the first time I was homeless. I was really homeless a couple years before that, where I didn't have no money. I was really down on my luck. And I slept in my car 2 nights. And then I stayed at a friend's house on the couch. And that was a real low moment for me right there. But that's when I told the second night I slept in my car, I was so upset. Not because I got thrown out of my apartment, you know. But I wasn't upset because I got thrown out. I wasn't upset because of this and that. I was upset at myself because I put myself in that situation. It was my fault I didn't have money. It was my fault I didn't have somewhere to stay. And I told myself, no matter what, I will never put myself in this situation again. Later that year, I saved $10,000.
Yes, sir!
Working 2 jobs and even on the side. I was killing myself, bro. I remember driving sometimes because I was a server at Denny's in the morning, then a server at another Denny's graveyard, and then I would do my eBay business whenever I could. I remember driving sometimes, and then out of nowhere, I would wake up and realize I fell asleep for like 2 or 3 seconds. It was bad, man, and I don't recommend anybody to do that. But that's how much I pushed myself because I didn't want to be in that situation ever again. Sure, I was homeless again, but the difference was, first of all, that was by choice, and secondly, that was the purpose. I wanted to document and show people that no matter what, with a plan and action, you could be successful. It's going to take time and patience and hard work. And don't get me wrong, sometimes I spent 3 months in my car. And there was a lot of times where I'm like, I don't think this is going to work out. I don't know where this is going. And I really just had to lie to myself and tell myself, one day it's going to work out. Just stick to it. And eventually, 2.5 years later, I was making YouTube content for 2.5 years before I made any money. But once I started making money, never looked back, man. I haven't looked back.
That is awesome. I'm so happy to hear that, and such an inspiring story. And for those of you out there that might be struggling, just keep pushing. Put one foot in front of the other and just keep chasing whatever you want in life. So back on the subject of YouTube, I mean, you've been doing it for 4 years. I'm sure every YouTuber, you know, they always start out slow, you know, 100 views here, maybe 1,000 views here.
Yep.
You've got a couple videos, I think it was maybe 3, that have over 1 million views on YouTube. 1 million views.
Yeah.
So would you mind talking a little bit more about how much money that you could make off of a viral video? And for you, you've made a couple viral videos.
Yeah.
2 of them that were in the same maybe 1 to 2 month time frame. Do you want to talk about that real quick?
Yeah. Oh, man. Viral videos. Here's the thing. It's kind of like you're playing baseball. and you hit a home run, and all the bases are loaded. Grand slam.
Hey.
But is that going to happen every game? Is that going to happen every season? You know what I mean?
No.
The viral videos are great, but what I'm focused on is getting on base. I just want videos that get consistent views. That's how I'm going to win the game. Of course, I hit a home run, get a viral video, great. But as long as I get on base. But money-wise, it's nice, bro.
It's nice.
Like average for me, $4,000. And those were short videos. Imagine if I made 10. I think one of them is probably 10, 11 minutes. And the other one's only 5 minutes.
Okay.
You know? So, I didn't get a lot of ads. But imagine if I would have made like a 15, 20 minute video. Went viral. Yeah, it's good money, man.
Yeah.
But you gotta, like, that's kind of like the final product, a viral video. There's so much work beforehand that you have to do. You know, you have to develop your YouTube channel, find your niche, find your audience, make great content before you could even hit that home run.
Man, that is just, that's a great way to put it. Yeah. So Reyes, I know on your channel, you are the king of finding and teaching different ways to make money. So I have a tough question for you.
Yeah.
Let's say someone's a complete beginner. Maybe they don't have a ton of money to their name. What are the best maybe 1 to 2 different businesses that they can take action and start making money with even as a beginner? In your opinion, what are the top maybe 1 to 2?
Are they over 18?
Yes, over 18. We'll say they're over 18.
All right. So first of all, eBay is the easiest thing you could do, and find things around your house. I know you have a lot of products in your house that you're not using that you could sell, and you're not selling it to make huge money or even your money back. Sell on eBay to get experience and see if you like it. I'm a big believer. Do what you love, and the money will follow. So don't try making the most money right now. Try finding what you love. Because if you do something you love, when the money isn't coming in, your passion is going to make you keep moving forward. Because there's a lot of people who try something and they don't make money, so they quit.
They're gone.
But the reason most people are not successful is because they quit too soon. Like me, it took me 2.5 years to start making money on YouTube. I could have quit 6 months, a year, 2 years in, but no. I'm doing something I love. I stuck with it, and it paid off. You see what I'm saying? That's the formula right there. I didn't do it for the money. So, but of course, you want to make a few extra bucks? Sell on eBay. If you're over 18, honestly, man, one of the best ways to make extra money is with just a part-time job, man. Okay. There's a lot of people out there that feel they have to create a business to make money. You don't. And plus, here's another thing I learned. I don't know about you, but it takes time to grow a successful business. Oh, yeah. You're not going to do it in the first day, in the first month, maybe not even in the first 6 months. It's going to take so long to grow a business, but you still got bills. You still need income. So if you have a side job, a part-time job, and invest that money into a business that you love and that you could grow over time, that's the best thing you could do. So sell on eBay, part-time job. Shoot, if you have a car, gig apps, Uber, Postmates. Are you going to be rich? No. But we're just looking to make some extra side money. And those are the top 3 things I advise everybody to do to make some extra money today. eBay, part-time job, and gig apps. All right, so Reyes, we're coming to a close on the year 2020, and it's been a very wild year, as we know. So what are some of your bigger goals, if you don't mind sharing, for maybe the next 6 months to a year? Would you mind just sharing what to expect from you in the future and what you want to achieve? So right now, it's October 2020, and right now is the busy season for YouTube. Right now, I'm not focused on anything else than creating content. Because from October to Christmas, that's when the companies pay the most to be in front of videos. And YouTube needs so many videos to carry that demand. And that's when we get the most views, the most ad revenue. So for the next 3 months, it's all about YouTube. That's why I've flown to Texas. And that's why I'm getting fresh new content. Because I dried up California, man. Yeah, but my next big goal, is I want to create a legit business. Okay. I'm trying to find that next $1 million business. And I got some ideas, but I don't want to talk about them right now because... Secret. Well, here's the thing. Okay. If I put it out there and it doesn't happen, I don't like doing that. You know,
Okay.
like for example, one of my biggest goals was I wanted to have a TV show. You know, create something. That's why I was gonna move to LA, and I was in the process of doing that, but things didn't work out. I couldn't move to LA, and I saw it as a sign that maybe it's not the right time right now for me to focus on that. So I'm trying to think of different ways, and I want to come up with that $1 million business. You know, and I got some ideas, but
Okay.
that's what I really want to focus on. So for the next 3 months, nothing but YouTube. After that, I'm gonna start planting seeds and see what grows.
Hey, you're going to find it. I believe in you. I believe in you. So, Reyes, I just want to thank you so much for this opportunity of you letting me create this interview with you.
Of course, man, of course.
Do you have any end of the video advice or inspiration that you would want to give someone that maybe wants to take a little bit of a risk in their life and maybe start their first ever business, if it's an online business, or maybe they're trying a different way to make money? Do you have any words of wisdom or inspiration that you can give to someone that's watching this video right now?
Of course, man. I got a lot, but the main one is if you're trying to start something, start as cheaply as possible. The reason I say this is because there's so many people that feel you need to invest hundreds, thousands of dollars into a business, and then at the end, they figure out that maybe it's not for them. So that's one thing I want to tell people, that if you want to start something, start it, but as cheaply as possible. Because here's the thing, you're going to fail. But those failures are lessons. And if you could pay cheap to learn those lessons, that's a win right there. So if you're trying to, give me an example of what you think people are trying to start, and I'll give you my advice on how to start them.
Okay, they want to start selling on eBay.
Oh.
They have a couple of items around their house, and they've maybe made $200 to $300.
Then that's when you have to find a way to find items, source.
Okay.
Go to thrift stores,
Exactly.
yard sales. That's still cheap, you know?
Yep, exactly.
And then just keep growing that.
Growing it.
And if you feel like, hey, this is something I want to do, then invest a little bit more money into it. Buy liquidation pallets. Buy wholesale. You know, I've never done that, but I know people who do that. And that's pretty much it. See, but it's baby steps, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Don't start out by buying pallets.
One foot in front of the other.
Yeah. Start with home, then start yard selling, thrift stores like we're about to do right now. Make sure to check out that video. And then, if you have more money, invest into pallets. And if you have more money, maybe find companies that are willing to wholesale to you. Or, like, for example, how do you find your stuff?
So I do a lot of sourcing locally, do a little bit of reach arbitrage, but it's like from Walmarts and Targets, and then a little bit of online sourcing as well.
So there you go. There's so many different ways. But start small. And then just keep growing. Baby steps.
The man, the myth, the legend, Reyes the Entrepreneur has spoken. Everyone take action. Put one foot in front of the other. Thank you so much for this opportunity for the interview, and we'll see you all in the next video.
That's right.